Dubai, high-rise buildings, 7-star hotels, expensive cars, glamour, and lots of money. All these things come to mind when hearing the name of Dubai. Dubai is also known as Vegas on steroids. Dubai is the hottest favorite tourist destination in the world, where about 50 to 70 lakh tourists come to visit every year. Not only this, but in Dubai, a huge master plan has also been prepared for the next 20 years, which is called Vision 2040. The name has been given, but will this plan be completed? Will Dubai continue to grow like this forever? Is there any such reality behind all this glitter that is being hidden from everyone? Is Dubai really that rich? And will it always be like this? Let's know. The truth is, what is the end of this video? Dubai picture? Dubai is very different from other countries in the Middle East. According to Dubai's official website, only 1% of Dubai's GDP comes from oil, while the remaining 95% comes from tourism, sea trade, and finance. But is it really so? Isn't Dubai all pay dependent? And oil has no hand in all this progress and development in Dubai. According to me, this claim about Dubai is a bit misleading. How come? Let's go. 200 years ago in 1822, Dubai was a small fishing village with a population of 700 to 800 people. This entire village was under the control of the city, which is today called Abu Dhabi. In 1833, a tribe named Al-Bufalasai revolted against Abu Dhabi and got Dubai liberated from Abu Dhabi. Two people led this whole movement, Obaid bin Said bin Rashid and Maktoum bin Bouti. And after this independence, only 3 years after becoming the owner of Dubai, Obaid bin Said bin Rashid and Maktoum bin Bouti the rulers of Dubai. To date, this family has ruled Dubai. Dubai had achieved independence from Abu Dhabi, but his condition was not very good. Economically, Dubai was very weak and was barely surviving on fishing. Then, in 1892, Britain took responsibility for Dubai's security, and Dubai started focusing on its economy. In 1901, Dubai became the first free seaport in the Middle East with no taxes or import duties. After this policy, the port of Dubai became famous in the Persian Gulf and Asia. By 1906, cargo up to 700,000 metric tons had started going from this port. But despite so much trade, the condition of Dubai was not getting much better, and the reason for this was the tax-free policy, due to which Dubai was not getting any special revenue. Then in 1908, there was a huge storm in which hundreds of boats were destroyed and many people died. Those who died were all those fishermen who used to play a big role in running the economy of Dubai. After this storm, Dubai's condition started getting worse. Then in 1929, there was a tremendous economic crisis in the whole world, which is called the Great Depression. This crisis shook Dubai. The situation became so bad that people started moving toward neighboring countries. Meanwhile, in 1938, American oil companies in Saudi Arabia discovered huge amounts of oil. For the next 20 years, the entire Western world was busy exploiting the oil reserves of Saudi Arabia and building pipelines there, and Dubai remained completely ignorant during all this time. But then, in the second half of 1950, the world's attention shifted from Saudi Arabia to the rest of the Persian Gulf. Got to the side. In 1958, huge reserves of oil were discovered in Abu Dhabi, and it was from here that the fate of the whole area began to change. In 1966, oil was also discovered in Dubai. Wasn't this reserve so great that it would have changed the fortunes of Dubai? But after this discovery, the economy of Dubai started recovering a bit. On the other hand, Abu Dhabi was exporting tons of oil barrels. Billions of dollars had started coming. Dubai had also now understood that it could not fight with such a country. Dubai is the one who has 9% of the world's oil production, and at the same time this thing was also clear. Dubai cannot survive for a long time on its own. Fortunately, on the other hand, the owner of Abu Dhabi, Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, also thought that if the entire region is to progress, the only way is for all the Emirates to unite and defend each other from external and internal threats. Do it. That is why the UAE came into existence in 1971, which included Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, and Fujairah. Abu Dhabi became the capital of this new country, and Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan became the first president. Sheikh Sultan Al Nahyan became the first president of the UAE, and this was the turning point of Dubai. All this tremendous infrastructure, this airport, this Emirates airline, this big building, all these infrastructures were funded by Abu Dhabi. After 1990, Dubai started becoming famous because of its infrastructure. People from all over the world started coming to Dubai. Multinationals started opening their offices in Dubai, and the port of Dubai became a bridge connecting Asia, Europe, and the Persian Gulf. That is why Dubai claims that its dependence on oil is less than 1%. But whenever Dubai is in trouble, guess who comes to its rescue? Yes, oil-rich Abu Dhabi. This is the biggest example of this. The financial crisis of 2008 left the economy of the whole world shaken. The condition of Dubai was such that people fled, leaving their vehicles at the airport. Dubai had gone on a tremendous date, and only then did Abu Dhabi intervene and bail out Dubai by giving a loan of $10 billion. In return, Dubai changed the name of this famous tall building from Burj Dubai to Burj Khalifa after the ruler of Abu Dhabi. But despite this, Dubai's debt problem was not solved. Since 2008, the debt of Dubai has been increasing continuously. According to the IMF, Dubai's total debt is about $80 billion. Out of these $80 billion, $20 billion are the loan of Abu Dhabi, which has not yet been returned by Dubai. Had Abu Dhabi not been there in 2008, Dubai would have defaulted for sure, so it happened. Point 1's Dubai claims that its oil point does not work. Absolutely wrong, because more than half of Dubai's economy is dependent on Abu Dhabi, and 85% of Abu Dhabi's revenue comes from oil. The second point is the real estate market in Dubai, from which Dubai generates a lot of its revenue. Property prices in Dubai have been falling steadily since 2000. By 2021, this price had fallen so much that if you had sold any of your property bought in 2010 and 2021, you would have suffered at least a 60% loss. Real estate appreciates all over the world, means the value keeps on increasing, but in Dubai in the last 8 years, exactly the opposite has happened. On the one hand, you will see construction going on everywhere in Dubai, but on the other hand, you will also see vacant buildings, apartments, and offices, and the reason for this is oversupply. Actually, the motto of Dubai is build it, and they will come, meaning that if you build buildings, apartments, etc., people from outside will themselves come and populate them. But unfortunately, in the last few years, the supply of property has been much greater than the demand, and due to this oversupply, property prices are falling continuously. There is another great example of this. Maiden 1, which was the biggest project in the history of Dubai, work on this project started in 2015. But today, after 8 years, this project has been scrapped after spending billions of dollars. The group bank that built this project has become corrupt, and there are empty buildings everywhere on which crores of dirhams have been spent. Well, another interesting thing happened here. After the Russia-Ukraine war in 2022, Dubai's real estate market got a much-needed boost. Basically, a lot of Russian and Ukrainian billionaires whose properties have been frozen in Europe are now investing in Dubai. And as a result, Dubai's property market has gone up a lot in the last few months. But the trend is obviously temporary because after the war, all these investors will withdraw their money from Dubai. Another important point here is that FATF has also included Dubai in the gray list for not taking the required actions against money laundering. And in the coming days, the real estate market in Dubai can be greatly affected by this decision. The third very important factor is that Dubai Expo was held in 2021 instead of 2020 due to COVID, and all the experts are now calling it a billion-dollar failure. For the last 9 years, Dubai has been preparing for this expo. Dubai's expectation was that it would stabilize its market by collecting a lot of investment from all over the world through this expo. But unfortunately, nothing like this could happen. Dubai Expo proved to be nothing more than a tourism stand. According to the internal audit document, the income of the expo was 57% less than the targeted income. There are many reasons why this expo failed, and maybe we will make a separate video on this, but for now, let's go. And that is the fourth factor that decides the future of Dubai. Dubai foreign policy. The UAE has been very active for the last 3 or 4 years, have carried out their own foreign policy in accordance with Saudi Arabia's foreign policy. Especially on the matter of Qatar and Iran, its biggest loss has been that the UAE is allowed to target Iran and other anti-Saudi countries and groups. This is the biggest example of this. The missile attacks on the Abu Dhabi oil field in January 2022, for which Yamani Hoseo accepted responsibility. Iran has already threatened the UAE on the issue of increasing friendship with Israel. Now, the thing that differentiates Dubai and Abu Dhabi from the rest of the cities in the world is the tremendous law and order and security situation. That's why big companies open their head offices in Dubai, but after this threat, if God forbid Dubai, if there is even a single missile attack, investor and business confidence will be zero, and there will be an even bigger impact on the tourism industry in Dubai, which is the backbone of its economy. The fifth and last factor is the source of revenue. Dubai is now one of the few countries in the world where there is 0% income tax, meaning that whatever you earn, you do not have to pay any tax to the government. Income tax is also there in all the richest countries in the world. And with the money from this tax, the government spends money on welfare and infrastructure. The absence of income tax is a big attraction for foreigners. There is also a big problem for Dubai as to how long it will continue with this policy, because Dubai needs a source of income other than tourism anyway. A few months ago, there were rumors that in 2023, Dubai would introduce an income tax, but nothing has been finalized yet. Looking at these 5 factors, one thing is for sure: the future of Dubai is dependent on Abu Dhabi. Whether it is global oil demand or the UAE's foreign policy, which is decided by Abu Dhabi only, Dubai has a very urgent need to develop income sources other than tourism. Construction needs to be regulated so that the supply of property does not exceed the demand, and as a result, property prices remain stable. Moreover, 90% of Dubai's population is made up of immigrants. These are the people who have played their part in helping Dubai reach here. But till now, no Gulf country has given nationality to foreigners, and that's why no expert has kept himself connected with the UAE for long. Nationality should be mandatory for those who have spent so many years of their lives here. Well, in spite of all this, the way this city has been built is an example in itself. You will not find any city like Dubai in the whole world. But for how long this glow lasts, only time will tell. What do you think about the future of Dubai? Do tell in the comment below. These are all the sources from which we have consulted for this video. We hope you are enjoying the videos on this channel. If you liked this video, then do like it and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. Goodbye.